Observe a humanoid statue under shifting light, and the eye eventually detects motion. This is a common optical illusion. For centuries, reports have claimed these figures cross the line into active, verifiable movement. These sightings range from ancient artifacts in climate-controlled museums to modern roadside shrines consuming liquid offerings. When observing unclassified motion in a stone figure, human perception defaults to biological or supernatural explanations. The brain is hardwired to recognize humanoid shapes as living entities. Analyzing these viral events requires overriding that innate cognitive bias and applying the frameworks of material physics and digital forensics to the observed data. Investigating anomalies isolates the specific physical systems and digital manipulations driving the perception of life. This diagram maps the approach. We begin with physical anomalies, dividing them into two vectors: macroscopic solid mechanics, specifically friction, and microscopic fluid dynamics, primarily capillarity. The third vector accounts for internet-era sightings, focusing on digital optics, post-production forgery, and compression artifacts. Categorizing an anomaly within this three-pillar framework exposes the mechanics behind the perceived motion. In 2013, a recorded anomaly occurred inside the Manchester Museum, an environment designed to isolate and preserve historical artifacts. The object was a 4,000-year-old Egyptian statuette of Nebsenu. Curators recorded the statue slowly rotating inside its locked display case without assistance. Time-lapse footage of the display isolated a critical variable. The physical rotation occurred exclusively during daytime operating hours. Physical inspection ruled out internal mechanical devices. The daytime constraint pointed to ambient vibrational energy generated by foot traffic and heavy street activity. The downward vector of gravity grounds the mass of the statue, while the lateral force of static friction holds the object in place. When structural ground vibrations intersect that resting state, they agitate the contact point. This continuous mechanical oscillation causes the threshold of static friction to fluctuate. At the microscopic level, the hand-carved base of the statue is convex. When paired with a smooth glass shelf, the point of contact is asymmetric. Because the friction coefficients are unequal across the base, vertical energy from vibrations translates into rotational torque. With every vibration cycle, the object imperceptibly pivots on its strongest point of contact. A single pivot measures less than a fraction of a millimeter. Over thousands of daylight hours and tens of thousands of footsteps, that micro-displacement accumulates into observable rotation. The Manchester anomaly demonstrates kinematics in action. The carved stone acts as a mechanical transducer, translating ambient environmental energy into cumulative rotational motion. Shifting to fluid dynamics, the 1995 Hindu milk phenomenon represents an anomaly with significant societal scale. The macroscopic observation was uniform. When spoons of milk were held to the deity statues, the liquid vanished. The stone appeared to consume the offering. Parallel variations include Virgin Mary statues in Argentina and New Mexico emitting oil, blood, or water. Biological consumption is not a factor here. Instead, these figures are cast in porous stone, terracotta, and oxidized bronze. The foundational mechanism is capillary action. Scaling down into the porous stone lattice reveals a network of internal void spaces acting as microscopic capillary tubes. When a high surface tension liquid contacts this boundary, adhesive forces pull the fluid molecules toward the rigid inner walls of the stone lattice. Inside these spaces, adhesion between the liquid and the stone wall overpowers cohesion. The fluid is pulled upward along the internal boundary, forming a concave meniscus. This creates a continuous pressure differential. The liquid is drawn deep into the statue's interior volume, a wicking effect that drains the spoon while defying gravity. The phenomenon ceases once the internal porous network reaches absolute liquid saturation. This occurred during the 1995 event, when the anomalous drinking stopped after roughly 24 hours. Weeping statues follow the inverse principle. Environmental moisture is absorbed into the porous matrix and eventually expels through structural flaws or pathways of least resistance. Fluid emission in stone figures is a function of capillary pressure differentials within porous media. Modern internet-era anomalies present a different challenge. The nature of the evidence has shifted from physical objects to digital files. In 2011, footage from a Malaysian Buddhist center appeared to show a statue blinking and breathing. The recorded movement is a product of data within the compressed video file, not physical motion. To save data, heavy video compression algorithms group and average adjacent pixels, estimating colors and edges from frame to frame. When these algorithms interact with moving shadows, the software struggles to resolve sharp contrasts. The pixel data continuously recalculates, creating a pulsing edge effect across static surfaces. When this pulsing occurs over the eyelids or chest of a humanoid figure, digital pareidolia causes the brain to misinterpret the artifacts as biological respiration and blinking. Other cases involve direct digital forgery, like a statue opening its eyes, or a moving Kali Ma figure. These are manufactured in post-production. A forensics UI isolates the digital compositing layer, revealing where an artificial overlay was placed on a static baseplate. These forgeries leave markers, such as mismatched pixel noise profiles and frame rate discrepancies between the CGI layer and the original camera footage. The digital nature of these fakes allows for the manipulation of monolithic monuments, like Christ the Redeemer in Rio de Janeiro. Off-the-shelf software allows a user to isolate a geometric mesh and artificially warp it over a static background image. Internet-era anomalies have transitioned from material physics to the weaponization of optical limitations and CGI. We have examined rotational kinematics in Egyptian artifacts, fluid absorption in Hindu effigies, and pixel-level manipulation in modern video files. These viral instances map onto three scientific branches: friction, capillarity, or digital artifacts. Older, physically verifiable events highlight interactions between solid materials and environmental energy. Modern viral videos demonstrate the mechanics of digital deception. Removing the supernatural variable reveals the complex physics governing the materials in our environment. Evaluating viral media requires an analysis of both the physical tolerances of the object being filmed and the technical limitations of the digital sensor. Scientific literacy provides the forensic tools to correctly categorize the underlying mechanics of any observed anomaly.